In the absolute chaos of our modern world, it's so easy to feel like you're just adrift, right? Like you're being tossed around in this giant sea of stress. But what if there was an ancient philosophy that's basically a life raft, an anchor in that storm? Well, there is, and we're going to explore how you can find that anchor for yourself. I mean, does this sound familiar to you? The constant work pressure, the drama, just the total uncertainty of everything. It can feel like you're drowning. But listen, you can stand firm. You can be unshaken, totally serene, even when things are nuts. And no, that's not just some nice dream. It's the actual promise of a philosophy that's been the secret weapon for leaders and thinkers for literally centuries. And that solution? It's called Stoicism. Now hold on, this isn't some dusty, abstract theory from a textbook. Think of it as a set of super practical, powerful tools, stuff you can use every single day to build genuine resilience and a kind of inner peace that just doesn't quit no matter what the world decides to throw at you. So, you ready? We're going to build your personal Stoic toolkit together. We'll break it down into 3 parts. First, mastering your own mind. Then, navigating all the challenges the world throws at you. And finally, forging all of that into some truly unshakable strength. All right, part 1, mastering your inner world. This is the foundation, you guys. This is where we build that anchor and compass we talked about, the things that are going to keep you steady and on course no matter how bad the storm gets. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus had this amazing line. He said difficulties show a person's character, and the bigger the difficulty, the more glory there is in getting past it. Think about it. To face any challenge, you've got to have a firm purpose. Otherwise, you're just getting tossed around by the waves, right? That purpose, that's your compass. Okay, so how do you find this purpose? Well, it's not going to just fall into your lap. It's a process. Step 1, you've got to really reflect deep down on your core values. What truly matters to you? Step 2, define the principles you want to live by. And step 3, the most important one, commit to them. Every single day. This right here is the bedrock of an unbreakable inner direction. And here we go. This is it. The master key to all of Stoicism. This is probably the biggest aha moment you're going to have. It's called the dichotomy of control. The Stoics basically said that almost all of our suffering, our anxiety, our frustration, it comes from one thing: trying to control stuff we simply can't. So the secret to true power and peace? It's a radical shift. You move 100% of your focus to the things you can control. And what are those? Your perception, your response, and your mindset. That's it. That's the game. So how do you protect this inner world that you can control? Simple. You guard your mind like a fortress. You set boundaries. Stop letting all that negative garbage in. You practice mindfulness just to create a tiny gap between something happening and how you react. And you have to consciously choose who you surround yourself with, what you consume, and the mindset you bring to the day. Okay, so our internal compass is set, our mind is guarded, we're ready for part 2, navigating life's challenges. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is about learning the skills for those turbulent waters of the real world. Yeah, we're coming back to this idea from Epictetus because it is just that important. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The event itself, it's neutral. It's just a thing that happened. A reaction is what gives it all its power. And this is never more true than when we're dealing with something we all face, criticism. And this comparison just nails it, right? Our default, impulsive reaction is to get defensive, hurt, angry. But the Stoic response, that's a choice. You just pause. You take a breath. You reflect. You calmly ask yourself, okay, is there any truth here? Anything I can learn? This isn't about being weak. It's an incredible form of strength and self-awareness. Okay, now for a really powerful, kind of cool-sounding Stoic technique. It's called Premeditatio malorum. It literally means the premeditation of evils. And I know, it sounds super negative, but it's not. It's all about being prepared. By thinking through what could go wrong ahead of time, you just strip away the power of surprise and fear. You've already been there in your mind. Let me show you how this works in real life. Say you've got a big meeting. Instead of just hoping it goes well, you actually think about the toughest questions they could throw at you, and you plan your responses. Or what if a project hits a snag? Well, if you've already considered that might happen, you don't panic. You just focus on the solution. See? You become way more adaptable, way more resilient. All right, we've talked about our inner world and how we react to the outer world. Now for part 3, where we put it all together. This is about forging that unshakable strength by actually living the philosophy day in and day out. Okay, let's clear up a huge misunderstanding about Stoicism right now. A lot of people hear acceptance and they think it means being a doormat, being passive, just giving up. Nope, that could not be further from the truth. In Stoicism, acceptance is a form of action. It's about seeing reality for exactly what it is without fighting it. Why? So you can focus all of your energy on what you can actually do next. You stop wasting time and energy fighting what's already done. Instead, you learn from it and you move forward with power. So, what's the ultimate goal here? The Stoics called it living according to nature. And no, that does not mean you have to go live in a cabin in the woods. It means acting in harmony with our best human selves, our ability to be rational, to be good to each other, to be virtuous. It's choosing patience when you're stuck in traffic. It's acting with integrity even when it's hard. It's really just about being the best version of you in any situation. And that life is guided by these 4 core virtues. Think of them like the 4 points of a compass. Wisdom, knowing the right thing to do. Courage, actually doing it. Justice, being fair and good to others. And temperance, or self-control, keeping your own impulses in check. These are the 4 pillars of a truly good and strong life. And here's the really beautiful paradox of it all. This unshakable strength, it isn't built on being tough and unfeeling. It's actually built on things like forgiveness, which frees you from carrying around old resentments, on gratitude, which trains your brain to see the good, and on compassion, which connects you to the people around you. True strength is soft, in a way. All right, let's wrap this up and review the awesome toolkit we've just put together, your personal anchor for everyday life. Okay, listen up. If you forget everything else we've talked about, if you only take away one single thing from our time together, please make it this next point. This is it, the big one. It's not the event. It's not what they said about you. It's not the setback. Your inner peace is and will always, always be your choice. That right there is the ultimate freedom that Stoicism gives you. So here's your toolkit, all tied up. Your purpose? That's your compass, always pointing you north. Your control over your perceptions? That's your anchor, holding you steady in the storm. Anticipating challenges? That's your map, so you know the terrain. And acting with virtue? Well, that's the rudder, steering you where you need to go. So I'm going to leave you with a challenge, a question to put this into practice. Like right now, look at the rest of your day. What is one external thing, big or small, doesn't matter, that you are going to consciously choose not to let get to you today? You decide. The power is all yours.